Ranking every NFL logo from worst to best. 32 is a no-brainer. It's the Browns. Easily the worst logo in the league. This is absolutely pathetic. It's not a logo. It's part of the uniform. Can you imagine if a team had cleats or a mouthguard as their logo? And to make it even worse, the helmet isn't even brown. It's orange. 31, the Commanders. Saved from being last place by the Browns logo, but this is also terrible. Just a letter, and there's not much to it. 30 is the Packers. Now, I know this one is iconic, but for this series, I'm not ranking, the status or the history with the teams in each logo, just the quality of the logo, and this is pretty bland. 29, the Jets. A green football with the word Jets, and they kind of have an airplane wing above it. Not very good. 28, the Giants. Another one that's just some letters, but it is kind of a clean look. I'm just looking for a little more. 27, the 49ers, another one that I know is legendary, but remember, we're only ranking the look of the logo, and they just put an SF in the middle of a circle. That's not original at all. 26, the Bengals, another just letter, but it's the best of the letter logos because it has the stripes or the claw marks of the Bengal tiger. 25, the Cardinals. Now, at first glance, this one isn't terrible, but someone once told me that the Cardinals logo looks like one of the birds from Angry Birds, and ever since I heard that, I can't unsee it. 24 is the Cowboys. Yes, I know this is one of the most iconic logos in all of sports, but if you just look at the logo by itself with no context, it's just a star. How does this represent a cowboy? 23 is the Colts. This one represents the team name a little bit better, but they lost some points for me because if they literally would have just turned this logo on the side and made it a C, that would have been elite. 22, the Saints. Now, obviously, the fleur-de-lis is a perfect way to represent the New Orleans area, but at the end of the day, what is this? Oh, that's right. It's a flower. Why do we want a flower to represent a football team? 21 is the Chargers. It's not terrible, and I do like the color scheme, but I just feel like they could have done so much more with a name like Chargers. 20 is the Seahawks. Just kind of an average-looking logo, but I do like the touch of the bright green eye. 19 is the Eagles. Another bird. Just an average logo. Definitely not bad, but nothing spectacular about it either. 18 is the Lions, just like the Eagles, nothing bad about this one at all, but just an average looking logo, nothing that really wows me. 17 is the Panthers. I do think it's kind of an awkward position where they cut off his shoulders or neck area. I think this would look much better if it was only his head. Still a pretty clean look though. 16, the Patriots, a little bit basic and not at all intimidating, but this is a perfect logo for a team with this name. 15, the Chiefs, nothing super special here, but represents the team name well with the arrowhead. 14, the Vikings. Nothing overly flashy with this one, but just a really strong-looking Viking. This one's solid. 13 is the Rams. Now, this logo pales in comparison to their old-school one. I wish they would have just modernized that one a little bit, but that's besides the point. This logo is a pretty solid look. I like how the Rams horn just loops out the backside of the A. 12 is the Broncos. This horse just looks excellent. I think the colors go well together. This is a good look. 11, the Bears. This is a major upgrade from their old logo, which was just a letter C. I think the bear looks fierce. The colors work well. I like this. 10 is the Ravens. This is one of the best looking bird logos. I think the colors mesh together really well. I like that they have the B on the side, and then the red eye just makes them look a little more intimidating. 9 is the Titans. There's a lot to like with this one. Obviously got the Titan shield. I love the font style for the letter T. And then they also have the stars on there and the flames coming out of the shield. This is well done. 8 is the Jags, just a very clean look. He's fierce, and I love all the different details throughout the logo. 7 is the Steelers. Now, I do think this one could use a slight, and I mean slight, modernization, mainly with the font style, but this one is excellent. Just a very clean look, and the colors really make this one pop. 6 is the Texans. I mean, what a perfect logo to represent a team from the state of Texas. The bull is just perfect, and the star caps it all off. 5 is the Bills, just an intimidating logo. I love that the bill looks like he's charging, and the colors to this one really give it some pop. 4 is the Dolphins. This look is just perfect for a team in Florida. The colors are very vibrant like you think of in that state. The dolphin looks great. The sunshine too. I like this one a lot. 3 is the Raiders. Now, normally I like logos with a little more color to give it some flash, but the gray and black work perfectly here. This guy just looks super tough. I love his eye patch, the swords behind him. This is phenomenal. 2 is the Falcons. Now, this has got to be the most creative logo in the league. Not only does the bird look great and kind of fierce too, he is in the shape of an F. That is elite level creativity. And number 1, the Buccaneers. It's a perfect representation of the team name. It catches your eye, and this is just a strong and intimidating look. I love this one.